Fantasy Basketball 5-on-5. We bring you your 5 high risers and your 5 players in fantasy foul trouble. And I got a special treat for you today in the Sirius XM studio is one of our high risers himself, Joakim Noah. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, nice.
So I tamed down the hair a little bit today. I didn't want it to be too puffy. I wanted it to fit in the video. But I'm definitely a high riser for sure. Getting some points, grabbing those rebounds, the steals, the blocks. At center, you know it's hard to find someone who can fill up all the categories, and Joakim Noah is certainly doing it. And don't forget about his teammate, Derrick Rose. He's also on this list. Before the year, you were hearing he's starting to hit some threes. Would he get the steals? That's what was missing in his game. The points and the assists were there, but can he add those extra dimensions to take him up a level in the point guard pecking order? And so far, we're seeing it. We're seeing some three-pointers. He had 2 on Thursday night. The steals are there. He's scoring at will, driving to the basket. Very difficult to stop. And the assists are starting to pile up because the Bulls have a lot of weapons on this team.
Yeah, both Noah and Rose are beasts. We've seen Rose go to the hole hard last night. He's definitely a finisher, and he's expanding his game. Somebody else that's coming into the mix is Derek Favors of the New Jersey Nets. He actually leads the league in rebound rate, which is the percentage of opportunities that he can get a rebound while on the court. And he attacks the offensive boards, and that's going to translate into some easy baskets going forward. Another big fella that's doing well is Elton Brand. He's getting the points, the rebounds, and he's even 4th in the league in steals. So Elton Brand, stay healthy, keep the stats coming for us fantasy owners, as well as Serge Ibaka. His minutes are starting to go up, as well as he's 2nd in the league with field goal percentage, and he's getting to the line almost 3 times a game now. So that's 2-3 more times than he was last year, in addition to averaging 11 points and almost 8 rebounds. And even more importantly, 2 blocks. And that's what a lot of fantasy owners drafted him as a sleeper for, as we recommended in our fantasy basketball preview videos. But Adam, there are some players that are falling faster than a freaky lady pyramid with Shaq on top. And who are those?
I'll tell you one that's really fallen, Drew Gooden. You know, you look going into the year with the Bucks, you know, you get some points and rebounds from him. He is not getting it done because the rotation in Milwaukee has really dwindled his minutes. He's played over 25 minutes in 1 of the 4 games this year. So right now, he is not looking good for your fantasy team. Because remember, if somebody is going to play on your fantasy team, the minutes have to be there. They're not there for him right now. Also another player that could actually lose his starting job, Hedo Turkoglu. And he's had foul trouble, okay? They moved him to power forward in Phoenix. It's not a good fit. He's had at least 5 fouls in 3 of his 4 games. His minutes are starting to go down. Double digits in just 1 of the 4 games. He could possibly lose his starting job to Hakeem Warrick. Keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, teams are definitely taking advantage of Turkoglu on the defensive end, causing him to have less minutes and not the offensive production. 2 other players that are not doing so well is Terrence Williams of the New Jersey Nets. His minutes are very erratic, and there isn't much difference in his stats from this year as last year. So a lot of people, we thought he was going to be somewhat of a sleeper, and I guess he's going to be sleeping on the bench a lot more lately, especially with the emergence of Derek Favors in that lineup. And another guy from the Bucks is struggling, John Salmons. Salmons isn't doing well, 9 for 35, and he's also 0 for 5 in 3-pointers the last 2 games. So definitely, and he's been slowed by an ankle injury too, so maybe he'll turn it around. And fantasy listeners, we want to thank Adam Ronis for joining us here, and we want you to join us on Sunday at 10 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio as Andrew Feingold and myself kick off our Fantasy Hoops Blog Talk Radio shows. Check it out, 10 p.m. Sunday. If you miss it, you can download it on iTunes or on the podcast. Also visit RotoExperts.com for your in-season content. I'm Michael Pecan. This is Adam Ronis. We'll see you next week.